Are you planning a team offsite? Let me say something that might save you a lot of time and money in the budget. A great offsite is not about the location, it's not about the food or the activities, it's about what changes after. Welcome to Build Better Teams, the podcast for leaders who want to improve collaboration, strengthen communication, and create real alignment inside their teams. Here we explore team building strategies, leadership development, and hands on approaches like Lego Serious Play that help teams think, build, and solve problems together. Let's get started so you can lead more effective, aligned, and engaged organizations. Welcome back to the Build Better Teams podcast. I am your host, Shannon Russell, a strategic leadership and team facilitator certified in Lego Serious Play. Now, too many offsites feel like a break from work, but they don't actually improve how teams work. And that's a missed opportunity that I want to dive into on this episode of the show. Because when done right, an offsite can reset alignment, strengthen relationships, and move a business forward in a big way. Why are you bringing everyone together? This is my question to you. If you're planning an offsite, if you're planning a retreat, why are you bringing all of these people into the same room? Is it for strategic planning? Is it for team connection, team building? Is it for leadership alignment? Is it to solve a problem? Is there a bigger goal at stake? Is it just for team morale? When you're thinking about why you're bringing these people together, pick one primary goal. If you're trying to do it for all of the reasons we just mentioned, you'll end up accomplishing nothing. Think about it. Your agenda for this event should be intentional. You don't want it to be back-to-back sessions where everyone's working, thinking about a million different things in a million different categories. Instead, think about focused time to work on a goal, collaboration time where everyone can come together and really think outside of the box and work on a goal. And think about reflection time when you can wrap things up at the end and really reflect on what you just did, what you learned, and how you can bring that into the next phase of business. People need space to think and contribute and process. Sometimes events are just so heavily packed and packed with good stuff, of course, but by the end, the employees are just exhausted and overwhelmed, and they don't have a plan of action. They don't know what to focus on next. Really strategically planning this experience so that there's a focus of what the goals are, time to collaborate, and then reflection time as well. You're really being intentional about what will happen after the event. They will know what's next and what they should focus on because they just attended an event that was really, truly focused on the next steps. Of course, no one wants to sit through hours of presentations. We've all seen the slide decks. We've all been lectured to. Nobody wants to sit through hours of presentations. The best offsites are engaging. They are hands-on. They are participatory. You are actually doing things with your coworkers, with your colleagues. You are building, you are sharing. And this is where the engagement and the insight really happens. It doesn't happen from someone speaking at you. It doesn't happen from watching 100 slides scroll by on a giant monitor. It happens from engaging with those around you in an intentional way. The whole point of offsites is that it's different than an in-office meeting. You are bringing people together sometimes from different offices, from different states, countries. And when everyone comes together, they want to go deep. This isn't a day of meetings. It's a day of coming together in a new way to have honest conversations, to have big picture thinking about what's next, and to, of course, address anything that is not working. You want your team that is attending this offsite to feel engaged, comfortable, open to communicate, and to feel free to share their ideas and their concerns. That's where you can move forward stronger and build better teams together. It's easy to plan activities, but ask yourself, what will be different after this offsite? What do you want the outcome to be? How do you want your team members to feel afterwards? How do you want them to work afterwards? Ideally, you want everyone to walk away with clear decisions, knowing their priorities of what they should be working on and focused on next. And of course, that alignment is just the cherry on top. If you know exactly what you'll be doing and what you'll be focusing on when you leave that offsite and you feel more comfortable with your coworkers and you feel more connected with the organization and the team, that is success. My biggest tip is before the offsite ends, lay it out. What decisions were made? What are the next steps and who owns what? We talked about this in an earlier episode as far as an actual workshop or team meeting goes, but offsites should be run and operated the same. What decisions were made? What are the next steps and who owns what? Write it down, share it, and act on it. I have worked with several clients in running Lego Serious Play workshops at offsites and leadership retreats. And one thing that I do with my team is create a report. After my portion of the retreat or the offsite, my team and I will create a report that is handed back to the organizer or the manager or the HR leader, whoever it was that hired us. Will get a report within a day or so afterwards that really documents everything that was discovered during our time together. What the employees were talking about, what these leaders were really either worried about or concerned with or looking forward to. And everything is in this document so that it can be shared with the team afterwards. This way, they have some actionable steps and a remembrance of what they did. I think it's really important to have that so that you can leave in an organized way. And again, having someone who is that supervisor who can, okay, now we know what decisions were made, what the next steps are, and I'm going to be the one who owns it. Have that supervisor know that certain leaders need to report back. How is it going? What is the progress looking like? Are we sticking to what we discussed at this offsite? So make sure that you have a way of really capturing and committing to what's being done during this meeting. And remember that the offsite is really just the beginning. Without that follow through, it becomes just another meeting instead of a step forward in growing the company or aligning the team members or whatever your goal might be. When I design and facilitate offsites, they are hands-on, they are structured, they are prompts, Lego building, collaborating, everyone's voice is heard, and we really, really, really focus on the outcomes. Because you can have a great experience, but you also want meaningful progress. You want to know that the work you're doing, the activities that you're spending your time on, are going to lead to action and growth after. That is so important to me. And that is why I really focus on that with my company, Build Better Teams Consulting, and why I bring it to you here on this podcast. Because again, a meeting is just a meeting until you truly take that next step. If you are planning an offsite or a retreat, use this episode as your guide. And if you want support designing an experience that actually drives results, this is exactly what I do, helping teams. So I invite you to go to buildbetterteamsconsulting.com, and I'll link to it in the notes right below this episode as well. You can book a free strategy call with me. You can take a look at the work that I've done for other organizations, cross industries, and I look forward to hopefully working with you as well. Thank you again for listening to this episode of the Build Better Teams podcast. Feel free to leave us a review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. It would really mean so much. Or feel free to share this podcast with a friend. I am Shannon Russell, and I will catch you on the next episode of the Build Better Teams podcast.